Hello everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm sharing this special carrot cake with simple semi-naked frosting and with easy ingredients you already have there in your kitchen. This is a warm spiced cake that's not too sweet. It's perfect for family occasion celebration or tea time. I originally baked this cake for Christmas for my family, but it's a classic recipe you can enjoy all year round. The cake is moist with soft crumbs. Let's get started. I will start by mixing my dry ingredient first. In a bowl, sift together 2 cups all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and 1 teaspoon baking soda. Sift them well. You can as well sift them 2 times. Then adding in half teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoon cinnamon powder. I'll mix everything well and set aside. Next, let's mix wet ingredient. In another bowl, I'm adding half cup of white sugar and half cup of brown sugar. Crack in 4 eggs at room temperature. Don't use cold eggs. All the wet ingredients should be at room temperature. Adding in vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon, then whisk them together until it becomes pale and light. Then add 1 cup of vegetable oil. Add any fruit juice of your choice to enhance the flavor. I'm adding 3 tablespoons of passion fruit. Whisk everything together until smooth and well combined. Next, we're going to combine the batter. I'll now add the dry ingredients into wet mixture gradually, folding gently just until everything is nicely combined. Be careful not to overmix. If you're here and you like sweet things, you are on the right channel. Don't hesitate to like and hit the subscribe button to be part of this community and press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you. Next, I'm adding 2 cups of finely grated carrot. If your carrots are very juicy, lightly squeeze out the excess moisture. I'll add a 1/4 cup of dry raisin lightly coated with flour so that they don't stick. Finally, 3 tablespoons of roasted crushed groundnut for a festive crunch. Folding in gently so that the fruits don't sink and the cake stays soft. At this point, your baking tin should be ready and your oven has been preheated. Next, baking, I've greased and lined 2 6-inch baking tins. I'll divide the batter evenly between the 2 tins. Then tap it down a little to remove the large air bubbles and also to level the top. The cakes go into a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius and I'll bake them for 30-35 minutes. Checking doneness, I'll check the cakes using a skewer. If it comes out clean or with few moist crumbs, they are ready. Let the cake cool in the tin for about 10 minutes, then turn them out and allow them to cool completely before frosting. To know your cake is moist even before cutting it, the parchment paper comes out easily with very little soft crumbs. Next, frosting, I'm going to do a semi-naked style. First, I'll trim the cakes. I'm removing the dome part and level them first. For frosting, I'm going to use a simple buttercream. Apply a little buttercream on the cake board, and this will help to hold the cake not to move around while frosting. I will place one cake layer down, then pipe a ring of frosting to create the border. Add some frosting at the center and spread it evenly. Then go in with any filling of your choice. I'm using pineapple fillings. Spread it and ensure it doesn't go beyond the border. Then place another cake layer on top. Ensure it's well aligned. Then I will apply a thin layer of frosting on the cake sides and top. Then using my palette knife, just spread it lightly, the sides and also on the top. So next I'm just going to use my scraper to scrape the excess off. Lastly, using a bench scraper, scrape it back to create this semi-naked Christmas look. Just scrape it until you're satisfied with the result. And this is our Christmas cake. Just have to top it up with Christmas topper. It's looking lovely. And here is our finished semi-naked Christmas carrot cake. Soft, warmly spiced layer with just enough frosting. This cake is perfect for Christmas Day family gathering or any celebration, and it tastes even better the next day. If you enjoyed this recipe, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a happy new year. It was nice having you around, and I hope to see you in my next one.